In the name of the Lord, of the martyrs and the righteous, let me tell you the tale of a man who's anonymous and pious, whose name resembles the name of a prophet, whose surname Hadi, the guy, is perfect as his epithet, whose mother fed him milk while crying for Hussein, so the purity of her tears in his blood remained, whose father purified his blood through halal sustenance, so that the love of holy household flows in his veins. He graduated from the school of guardianship, became a teacher teaching purity, love and sacrifice, and was so beloved to the Almighty God that the angels envied him from paradise. A helping hand for the poor and the needy, to be at their service he was always ready, who asked Allah for his pocket not to remain empty, not for himself, but for the people who were needy, who was a champion whether he won or lost, for he wanted to protect people's dignity at his own cost. A calming smile from his face never faded, as above his head the veil of Sayyida Zahra shaded. A sympathetic teacher, a hero, agnostic, the role model for practical ethics, people called him a mystic. Axis of all his activities was praying, be at his home or at the forefront. He needed no weapons to face the enemies. With the phrase of Allahu Akbar alone did he confront. Quran was engraved in his heart, Ya Zahra on his lips. However tired he may be, his midnight prayers he never skipped, who did even his personal task for God's satisfaction, so that all of it may be counted as worship, who said, when a task is performed for God, for what does one need to show off? He enjoyed people towards good and forbade them from evil, crushed the youth from the clutches of the devil. From sports he pulled them towards the mosque and threw them into the laps of Abu Abdullah, did all the good that could be done on earth, with only one intention. A time came when humanity needed him more than ever, so that he could live eternally forever. When Iran had to fight against tyranny, he too was amongst the many. Unparalleled was his courage and bravery, was free from everything, yet under God's slavery. He was kind with the unkind and the captives, treated the prisoners no less than relatives. Miracle was his call for prayers. His eulogies for Lady Zahra left everyone in tears. Like her, his voice picked 18 enemies from hell, making them the friends of heaven. We love you was said to him in his dream by the mother of all the Imams 11. He wanted the most beautiful martyrdom, and that is what he exactly got. Resisting for 5 days in Fakkeh, on a Friday, he was finally shot. As he fell down towards the ground, he actually fell into the hands of Hussein, in the embrace of his master. His beautiful fate he finally attained. But nay, he didn't die, for the martyrs are alive and responds until today to those he sent him salam. But yes, he remained anonymous and never came back, for he wanted no tomb like the mother of the Imam. His story didn't end here, but started with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. For when opened the Quran for the title of his book, the verse shined, Peace be upon Ibrahim.